I thought we got better as the game went on. So a little slow in the first, better in the second, and the best was in the third. So I thought it was, to me, it was really good because you play yesterday in the afternoon, and everybody deals with it. But you know, you're coming off of travel and a tough loss in Boston, so it's just a great response in the third period to close out that game.
Peter, what is the milestone number for Jonathan Quick mean? In the context of what he's done for this game.
It means he's been really good for a long time. When you have 400 wins, I think it's 15 goalies have done it, and so first American goaltender. There's been a lot of great goaltenders, and he's if you watch him on a daily basis, it's not hard to figure out why he's reached that number. It's his work ethic. It's the teammate that we get to see on a daily basis. He's a great person that works hard, total professional, goes about his business every day to try and get better and try and be the best he can be. It's an unbelievable milestone. We're all really, really happy for him.
Do you notice just the way that he conducts himself, just how that has an impact on other players in the room as well?
I've seen it throughout coaching my whole life, the positive impact of a person that's a professional and a great teammate, and then the opposite as well. And he's somebody that you want to sit young kids next to or have young kids listen to, or your own kids. They're just somebody to learn from. He takes care of the young kids. A guy like Rempe takes him under his wing and helps make him a better player, a better person, and it goes a long way.
Only 2 games, but how infectious is JT's intensity that he plays with?
Yeah, he was good. We were looking for some pop going out there in the second period, and he got into, he drove it to the net and just got into some scuffles and just mixed it up, and we needed more of that. We needed to get involved in the game, and then it continued on, and physicality started to show, and Will had the big hit, and so there was some good life, but sometimes you got to get dragged in there a little bit, and I think he's really good at that. He's been a real positive impact for us since he's gotten here. I know it's early, but that's exactly what we were looking for, exactly what we needed.
Do you feel like he's been a positive impact for Mika as well? Even though Mika's playing on the wing now with it?
Yeah, I don't think the wing center thing, like I said, they go to the face-off dot and they'll mix it up. I think they're both comfortable. It's early stages, and I still go back to the fact that he had tough travel and back-to-back and a lot of changes and new scenery, and still responded last night and then responded again tonight. And so now he's going to catch some rest and catch up a little bit and settle in. But I do think he's been good for Mika. He's been good for Brett on that line. I think it's been a real strong line. Like, they're generating chances. They're dangerous. And it's been, so far, early signs are positive for me.
What was clicking with the power play today?
Again, there's new pieces out there, and so we haven't even had a chance really to touch it in practice. And we went down the road, and they're able to generate last night, and then tonight the same thing. They were able to get looks. But Kreis did a great job in front of the net, and certainly the way they moved it around the outside, moved for each other, found the seams. Just really good stuff, delivering pucks and then crashing nets. Mika's goal was great, just the way he got in there with his nose first and found the backside of that and buried the rebound.
Just going back to JT a little bit, any little things that you may have noticed in the room? There were some things that were visible out there. He was the first guy to tap Will Cooley on the shins after the fight. He drives the net on the first goal. Any little things that you noticed that maybe aren't as glamorous or pretty in that game?
I'm not in the room as much. Are you talking about in the room?
Just in general, being around.
Well, I told you that we go for the second period and we're looking for some spark and some life, and he goes right to the crease hard and starts getting in it with some players just to drag people in a little bit. We needed some bite, and I thought he brought that in. So.
You feel like that line, you want to give it a shot, see how it could develop?
I don't think I'm going to change it tomorrow. So.
Fight your group show tonight and the resiliency as well.
That was it was great. Great effort up and down the lineup, and everybody competed. That's a great team coming in here, and coming in after a couple days off. We played yesterday, so that was a gutsy effort by everybody.
I know you don't like to talk about yourself, but an incredible milestone. Just reflect on what it means to you.
I mean, it means I'm been lucky enough to play with a lot of great hockey players that value winning, and put that above all else. So, I'm just grateful that I've been on some great teams over the course of my career, and this one included here, and just grateful.
What did you think of the physicality from your group in the third period, especially the way Cooley stepped up there at one point, but guys all up and down the lineup in the third?
Yeah, for sure. Cool's been doing that all year. We have a lot of guys that can play that physical type game, and it definitely puts teams on their heels, and we use it to our advantage.
I know him from my first years here, just the talent level he has, and what he brings to the table, and obviously a lot of experience too. So it's been fun.
Is he as intense on the ice,
You didn't
your
feel me?
vantage point, as we see up there? And
I don't know. I
are you-
haven't been up there.
Yeah.
You guys, so I don't know what to compare it to.
Well, just is it as intense as it looks, and how much do you feed off of that?
Intense.
Is it
How?
just his personality, the way he plays?
No, he plays with a lot of intensity.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that
The way he
intense. I think I like the way he talks a lot on the bench. He talks a lot on the ice. He has a lot of ideas, and it's good because the communication makes it a lot easier, especially early on when we haven't played together for a long time. And I haven't played with Brett and him, and he hasn't played with Brett. So it's communication is key, and obviously it's still early on. So hopefully we get better.
It is still early on. Sorry to answer this, but just the impact you've seen him have in just these 2 games.
Yeah, I mean it's an unbelievable player, and he's been a great player for a long time too. So it's fun to have him, and it's been very important for us, and he's been important for us these 2 games. And I'm excited for what the future holds.
This was a big game for you guys. Just what do you think of the resilience and especially the way your team showed up in the third period?
Yeah, I think we talked about it before the third. I think it's a 1-goal game. It's these games coming up here before the break, and every game from now on is going to be a playoff type of game. It's going to be we have to win. We have to get the 2 points. It doesn't matter what the other teams do if we don't win. So I thought it was a great third period to come back, and obviously with the disappointment yesterday with the loss coming here, being down going into the third, I thought that was huge for our team.
38 hits as well, so just the intensity that you brought throughout the full 60 minutes, just to kind of speak to that a little bit as well.
Yeah, I think we're physical when we have a chance to be. I don't know how you can correlate the hits to if you have the puck a lot or whatever, but we were physical when we needed to be, and that was good.